Hi all. So yesterday whatever the program I have uploaded, so that in that program I was explained this creation of the cube in the paint box. So that was not recorded properly. In the same document I have put this diagram, and you will be clear now. Okay. So nothing. So this vertex array how we have created, that we will see first. So this is the cube. This is a three-dimensional object. Every point in the cube will be having three values x, y, z, since it is a three-dimensional object. So we have to define the coordinate values for all these 8 points of the cube. Okay, the cube consists of 8 points. Okay, so one of the point of the cube we will treat it as a origin of the xyz coordinates. Okay, so this point I am taking as a origin. So that is the x-axis starts from here, y-axis starts from here, and z-axis start from here, and one of the sides of the cube they are going to align with the z-axis, y-axis, and the x-axis. Okay, so this is the first point I am treating of the cube. Okay, you can treat any one as a first point. So I am treating this is the first point of the cube, and I will put the coordinate values in the vertex array of this point. Okay, the vertex array is of the 8 by 3. That means 8 points are there. Each point is having a 3 coordinate values. So 8 by 3 array you need to create for the cube. So this is what here instead of 0 0 0 we have to take it as a -1 -1 -1. Okay. 0 means -1 here, 1 means 1 itself. Okay, so that you should keep in mind. So this is the first point. So 0 0 0 means -1 -1 -1 that I have stored in this array. So I am treating this as my second point. So what is the value here of the second point? 1 0 0 means -1 -1. So 1 -1 -1 is the second point I am storing here. Like that, third point, it is what? Third point, so here it is in the xy plane, so that is x is 1, y is 1, and z is 0. So 1 1 -1, so that is the third point. Similarly, this is the fourth point, fifth point, sixth point, and seventh point. So according to these indices you have to put the vertex coordinate values in this array. Okay, and similarly you have to define the color array also. For every 8 point you need to assign the color. So different combinations of the 8 colors I have taken. So you can take any color and assign to 8. Okay, so this is the first 0 0 0, that is the black I am assigning to first point of the cube. The second one red, so that is this point is assigned with the red. Okay, so like this you need to assign all the 8 colors to all the 8 points. Okay, so let's see how to create this cube first. So the very first, this is the color cube, this is our display function, this is the function which is going to define our object. My object is the color cube. Okay, so I'm calling the polygon function 6 times here. So what is this polygon function? So polygon here is each face of the cube. Suppose this is one face of the cube. How many faces are there in the cube? Totally 6 faces are there in the cube. To create this cube you need a 6 faces. That's why I called 6 times this polygon function. So each polygon function, it takes a 4 integer value. What these 4 integer value indicate? These are the index values of the points. Okay, so I am giving the index values, that is, suppose I am calling this means 1 2 7 6 are the index values for this polygon to access these coordinate values which are present in this array. Okay, for example, suppose I am calling this for this face I am calling the function polygon, suppose. So here in the diagram I have started with the 1, you start with the 0. Okay, so 1 means 0 here, 2 means 1 here, 3 means 2 here, 4 means 3 here. So that is 0 1 2 3. So first polygon function I am calling for this face. Okay, so these values are going to assign with a b c d and see that, so that are going to become the index value for the array, vertices, and the colors. Okay, these array. Okay, so it is 2 dimensional, even though I am calling it 1 dimensional, that is one row it is going to access. Okay, each a means what it is now 0, so 0th row it is going to access. Okay, so like this, by calling the GL polygon function, so I am drawing the polygon for each vertex. We are assigning the color here. Okay, so this is how to draw one face of the cube. So like that we have drawn all the faces of the cube to create one whole cube. So this is how to create the cube. So along with this, object whatever we have defined, the color cube, this is the object we have defined, so that I am going to call in the display function. So here I have called the color cube function. Okay, and the program is to rotate in all the three axes, in the x-axis, in the y-axis, in the z-axis. So I have called the 3 times the rotate function. So 3 angles you require. So first 3 angles we require, that's why we put that 3 angles in the theta array. The first angle of that array will be the angle used to rotate the x-axis. So I am rotating the object in the x-axis means 1 0 0, y-axis means 0 1 0, z-axis means 0 0 1. So with the 3 angles I have called the rotate function. And which cube you want to, which object you want to rotate, this object I want to rotate. Okay, so this is the display function. So this is just one rotate it will give. Okay, so I need to alter the angle values so that it is continuously rotates. So for that I have to write the idle function, that is a animation providing function. So name I am giving spin cube. Okay, for every currently if it is in the rotating in one axis, only that angle going to be changed up to 360 degree. Later again it is minus here, it is minus here. Okay, that is, we cannot alter here. This is minus theta of axis is equal to theta of axis minus 360, that is you can make theta of x is equal to 0. Okay, again it will start at the 0, and again I am calling the display function. Okay, so that is animation providing. And to choose the axis in which you want to rotate, for that we have used the mouse function. So this axis value is chosen by the buttons of the mouse. If left button is there, axis value will be 0, that is it is going to rotate in the x-axis. If the middle button is there, I am going to choose the axis is equal to 1, that is y-axis. Like that, right button, axis is equal to 2. So by choosing that, it will access only that angle and alter it. Okay, so that is itself. So this is my output of the program. So for each corner we have defined one color, and there will happen a color interpolation. Color interpolation means this is color interpolation. For whole face we are giving the color just by assigning the color to this. Okay, this is the color cube it is. Okay, this is going to rotate in all the axes. Okay, in the x-axis means it is going to rotate about this angle, in the z-axis means it is going to rotate about this angle, in the y-axis means it is going to rotate about this axis. Okay, so that is the program. Okay, in the next video I will take one more program.